Nice and slow.
It's your host Tati Dundada with M4S and your host
C Flow.
And we're here with
DJ Turn Up,
DJ Tanaga.
And we're happy to be here with you guys. We're interviewing them for Nice and Slow. We're so excited. This is one of our favorite events. We've been talking about this for like how long now?
Like forever. Like I've been to all of them.
I was gonna say, I feel like Chris has been to all of them. So let me ask you this, Chris. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
If you had to pick your favorite, which one would you have said your favorite is? If you had to pick,
100% number two.
Number two.
Ooh,
okay.
It was a different vibe. Like I feel like everybody was really like, you know, like the first time everybody was getting comfortable. You feel me? Like the first one was definitely like legendary in my opinion.
Right.
But I feel like number two is when everybody was really in their element.
Yeah.
You know?
They knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I feel that.
They told me that. Everybody always says it's between number one and number two.
Wow. That's interesting.
But
I like that.
the last one was my first one.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
And you had a good time.
I had the best time.
That's beautiful. That's good to know.
So like my first question was, where are both of y'all really from for real?
So, I'm originally from California. I was raised in West Covina. I've been here since like 2005 though, but I go back and forth. I'm from here. I'm from Stone Mountain.
Okay.
So yeah.
I was born and raised in Seattle, Washington, and then
That's
I
very
moved to that.
progressive city.
Yeah, moved to the A like 2015 for real, but I visited before like 2012. Like spent a summer here.
So both of y'all came from the
Yeah,
West, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Shout out to West.
insane. Both of us from the East.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, he's from the DMV. He's from DC,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I'm from New York. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's crazy. It's a lot of transplant.
borough?
Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Mhm. Yeah, he took on what borough? Like he from New
Oh,
York.
yeah.
You know.
I went to school in New
Yeah.
York.
Where'd you go? Oh, college?
Yeah, I went to school up in Syracuse.
Oh,
Yeah.
Syracuse is a good school.
Yeah, so
That's
I
a
got
really
some
good
folk
school.
that's out there in Flatbush. And all that.
Okay. And so what made the move? What made y'all move? Was it family? Was it
For me, it was parents. That's literally. I was like 12 when we moved. So yeah, I kind of had no choice. It was me, my mom, and stepdad. So yeah.
My roommate, he's not from Atlanta, but his family stayed in the A. So I just like, I lived on the West Coast, East Coast. I figured I should see how the South is. So
okay?
came out. So.
Okay. And now y'all fuck with it, huh?
I fucks with it. Yeah. Honestly, truthfully, like no shade to California or the West Coast. I don't know what I'd be doing if I was still out there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's I don't know if that area is like let me see that. I don't know if that area is like really like a hood area, but I know like back home our areas are like most people are dead or in jail. So it's like it was kind of better for us to leave.
Honestly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I honestly think so.
Yeah.
But I got a question. So, like, how do y'all feel like that influenced y'all, like, DJing, like, your backgrounds? Do y'all feel like it does? Or do y'all feel like that ATL really just feels the strongest?
Well, I mean, I feel like for me, it's a little 12 of both. My dad's side of the family is really, like, deep into music, like hip-hop and all that stuff.
Okay.
I guess I'll let it be known. So, have y'all ever seen Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you remember the scene when Ice Cube was going into the house? This is like early scene. He went into the house and he was like, "Hey, where's Jinx?" And Dre's back there doing the dude with the Kango hat and the glasses.
Yeah.
That's my biological father.
Oh wow, that's so
My
dope.
biological father, his name is Sir Jinx, and he's like he was the DJ with Ice Cube and all them.
That's dope.
Before they got started with NWA, and yeah. Had anybody else told you, and my family would have told you, I would have been into music and all that. I thought I was gonna be into video games, but
you can be in the both. Streaming.
Oh no,
is
you
big
can.
now.
You can. You definitely can. At the time, I didn't know that because stream wasn't kind of a thing yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I can definitely be into that. But yeah, DJing, I love DJing. So
Can I ask? So the theme is '90s. So who is your inspo? Like, who is your inspo for how y'all are dressing for Nice and Slow? Y'all both gotta give me y'all inspo. If you had to pick a person.
Oh, that's interesting.
Y'all had inspo for Harlem
So yeah, no. So I guess I'll say Pop.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Yeah. Inspiration, I'll say too.
Not too much.
Yeah, I can't say too much, but yeah, I'll say Pop.
What about you?
It's like a combination. So I'd say probably like Jordan, Old Dog, and Will Smith.
Okay. That's a vast combo though. Yeah. I don't know what to expect. Yeah. I really don't know what to expect.
Yeah, because like me and Tati, we both still thinking of our life. Well, actually, we kind of got an idea. We kind of got an idea. I mean, we got an idea.
He's
I'm still like flying still.
Nah,
still
he got the perfect accessory. So whatever he builds around this outfit is gonna work because he has that one accessory that's like, damn, you're definitely from the 90s. Like,
yeah.
But us, my girl group, for girls, we could get real creative with the 90s stuff. Yes. Right now we have our color schemes, which we're going to do pink, white, and denim. You know, denim is real big.
Yeah, denim. Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get some bobos or some hair berets and throw them in my hair. And then my group, if y'all don't know, my group is, it's Young Beauties. We call each other YBs. Okay. So we're all YBs. Shout out YB.
Go ahead.
Throw it up. Throw up YB.
I love it.
But yeah, so the YBs will be in full effect. This is really like our first like skate party that we're all going to together. So it's gonna be fun. I was like, this is perfect for us. So that's our theme. I'm gonna do all the cute little hairstyles. It's gonna be real cute and gold jewelry, of course. Like
everywhere. Got to.
Yeah.
We gotta go. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. What else you want to ask them?
How would y'all like describe the ATL DJ scene, like from y'all experience? You know, since I really knew y'all for like a good minute for real. So like,
well, how about y'all get into that? How about y'all get into how y'all all knew each other? Because I'm the last to know everybody. But I want y'all to talk about how y'all met and how y'all all got to know each other.
So I would say I first saw Chris at Sparkles Gwinnett, right? Yeah, it was him. It was him and another girl, Cece. Was her name? Yeah, it was her and him and Cece. I felt like they were like the dynamic duo. They were like, they learned like how to like, I feel like piggyback off each other.
Yeah,
like y'all like, you've definitely come a long way for sure. Shout out to Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He started venturing out. I'm like, Stone Mountain. You start coming to Stone Mountain. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I remember when I first pulled up to my first bailout. It was crazy. I was like, I have to keep pulling up to Mondays. What was I missing?
Y'all got bailout rocking.
Yes.
It's been a minute, but you want to say your first time?
It's really the same story for real because I used to I did videography too, so that's how I got to know Chris Wood. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying, I always be taking videos, seeing his progress as a skater and all that. So bailout and G-Co, you know what I'm saying, rest of history.
You already know. Shout out G-Co. You already know.
Shout out G-Co. But I'm sorry, what was your initial question?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the initial question, So tell me about the ATL DJ scene. How y'all feel about it?
Are we talking just in general or are we talking about skate world?
I feel like here, like in general.
Yeah.
In general?
Yeah, we could leave the rest of that alone.
I feel like it's pretty healthy. I'm not gonna lie, not necessarily. Probably not healthy. Probably not the word I'm looking for. It's very, very. What's the word? It's a lot of DJs. It's a lot of DJs that don't necessarily fit the DJ mode, but there are a lot of them. It's maybe excess. Maybe it's probably the word that I'm thinking about. Okay. I don't know. It's a lot of excess. Okay. But I mean, there's a lot of good. I like all the excess because that means there's a lot of competition, and I like competition. Competition keeps you on your toes, and when you're not running, then you're not making no progress. That's how I feel.
A fact.
So, man, I salute all the Atlanta DJs. I feel like the style as a whole in the skate world doesn't necessarily get the respect it deserves.
Yes.
You say that all the time.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I say that I've only been to a few skate parties and I just seeing the music they play, they don't really, you know what I'm saying? They don't really play Atlanta style, I would say. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's all love. We just got to keep grinding, keep going hard. You know what I'm saying? And I be trying my best to, keep everybody unified as a DJ collective, like Atlanta wise.
Yeah. So, I definitely feel like ATL doesn't get the respect that it deserves, but it's the most influential. Like when you're online and you're looking at skate videos, it's Atlanta. It's all like the most skate videos I see from in general be Atlanta, and then maybe like some places in the Midwest like St. Louis, and then like Chicago, and then maybe a little Cali. But literally Atlanta's at the top. Like we have the most open rinks. We have we have variety. Like we really have variety. Yeah. So this is something I want to ask Tanaka specifically. If you had to choose videography or DJing.
Oof. Oh, I had to say DJing, because I mean I came in the game, like a lot of folks don't know, I came in the game as a DJ. You know what I'm saying, first, and then videography was just like a side. It's a tough choice though, because it's like I had built like a bond through videography. You know what I'm saying?
You get to know the skaters.
You know, making sure they get their videos, and then also just kind of seeing the progression, like skill wise as a skater, and like seeing them. I think my favorite thing is to see. I mean, I do a lot of ride videos. You know what I'm saying? So seeing the riders develop into slow set, or doing different stuff. Like, because. Everybody just look at them as one thing. So.
I don't know. It's a lot of I won't say it's a lot, but it's like a select few writers that are like trying to branch out into different things now. And I'm excited to see that, because I feel like we kind of been on that, but I feel like they're really like all right, what can we do next? Right. Like that's kind of tough.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Oh, this is a good question, Turner, because like I already know Tanaka be skating, but do you skate? That's the question.
That's the $1 million question.
Does Turner skate?
Oh my God. So I would say this, and I tell this to everybody. I do, but I don't. So if I were to put some skates on, don't expect me to do anything y'all do. I know enough to not look crazy, and I know how to go backwards, and I know how to, do a little two-step or whatever. Don't expect me to be flipping or spinning on my head or anything like that. I have some skates somewhere. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere in the house. Dang, someone's been trying to say that.
That's what I'm saying.
I knew it was a problem when role models came to me and was like, bro, if you skate, it would burn. It would melt in. Nobody. No, I don't think. I think y'all kind of ODing with that. But yeah, I do skate. I don't skate a lot. Maybe like once every 5 years. I'm like the Olympics, like type of shit. Like, yeah.
Some people could do that though. Some people could like jump in and still be.
What you gotta say?
You gotta let them know. We gotta find Fernando, right?
We gotta find.
What is that?
No, we gotta find Fernando. That's my evil twin. He came one time and like. Everybody pulled their phone out and was like, "Oh my God, is that turn up skating? Oh my God, is that?" He got scared.
That is Fernando. That's your alter ego.
No, this is the evil twin. Literally. He got scared. He don't ever want to come back.
Smoking stack.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I would love to see. Wait, do you even know what kind of skates you have?
Have you ever seen my skates, Tanaka? Do you know what kind of skates I have? I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say I've never.
So I'll say this. So my first pair of skates, I had, and it's funny. This is how you could tell I'm very ignorant to the skate world. So I literally bought my first skates were boots, but I literally only got them because my favorite color is red and the wheels are red.
Okay, that's
literally. That's the only reason why I got it. And then the folks was like, "Why you got speed skates? Like, get boots." And I was like, "Okay." And then I got boots. And I'm like wobbling around. I'm like, God dang, I don't know if I like this. So yeah, it's different.
But the jam skaters and the riders be.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Yeah,
those R3s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want y'all to talk about more of the events y'all throw outside nice and skate, because like out in ATL, I'm not gonna lie, y'all really like trendsetters for real. Because like no lie, no cap, y'all, no cap. Nobody was doing the headphone parties until y'all.
Oh yeah.
Until y'all like to be for real.
We said that too. We were like, we feel like y'all are the people who kind of started that wave. Mm-hmm. Not for nothing. Like I said, Bailout Monday really, really amplified what y'all do to the max. So.
Okay. Well, first off, I appreciate that. Yeah. I do. I will say this: the first time I ever seen a headphone touch a skating rink, and this probably wasn't the first time, was when I did one a long time ago. I think it's like 2 or 3 years before COVID. It was me, a DJ named DJ Black. I don't think he DJs in the skate world anymore, and DJ T Smooth. He's no longer with us. Long live DJ T Smooth. So that was the first time I ever seen it, but yeah, shout out to y'all for thinking that. I would have never thought of that. But to answer your question, other skate events that we do, We do on Sunday. We do Soulful Sunday. That's more Tanaka. I do it a couple times where we play more neo soul, R&B, that type of stuff. Oh, shout out to Sparkles Winnett. We do straight out G Code. Straight out G Code. That's their thing. All the ATL riders and all them come out.
I always be pulling up.
Yeah.
I heard you did something Freaknik before.
It
was actually funny. So it was actually funny. Yeah. So we did do that was Freaknik Friday. Shout out to Freaknik Friday. That was something we did. We tried that out, and actually was actually interesting about that. That was actually the prelude to Saturday Night Trap Fever.
Okay.
A long time ago, we did that, and then like all the ATL folks came out, and they're like, "That'd be dope if y'all can like have like a ATL night type of deal." And then so at the time, shout out to Jamie, we talked to her. She was the general manager at the time, and we were just like, "Hey, so there are a lot of people coming up to us like, hey, can we do a trap night and can we do an ATL ride night, ATL step, ATL style, and all that stuff?" And they were like, "Just try it."
If y'all ever think about doing Freaknik or something like that again, I want to be.
You want to be a part of it?
I want to be a part of it. No cap.
Okay.
I got some things I feel like we could do. I got some people that'll come out and show out.
For real?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
Bet.
So
Okay.
we'll keep it in the works.
Okay, but yeah,
or something like that.
Okay, Tanaka, you think of any other events that we do?
Nah, I think you covered all of it. And
Nah,
of course,
let me
nice
see.
and slow. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all forgetting one. What about ATL versus JB? The rarest event.
So okay, I forgot about ATL versus JB. So I did ATL versus JB because I like to experiment with a lot of the music, because a lot of the JB music I really don't know, because I'm not from Chicago and I'm not really familiar with JV style. For real, I have the music, and if you know how to DJ, you can use any music and you can know how to DJ. It's kind of like skating. If you're a real skater, you know how to skate to anything. If you're a DJ, you can really DJ to anything, not even if you don't know the music. But I do like to experiment with the music, and it's, boy, it hurts the mental a lot, because I'm really like dissecting every song, the vocals, the drums, the middle part, like taking it in, putting it out.
They do have some crossover ones though. Like, what's that one that's like, it's not Move. It's not the Ludacris Move, Get Out the Way. Or is it? Yeah, there's a JB version to that, and then there's obviously that version, which is the ATL version.
I've actually never. Oh no, there are definitely some crossover ones. The one I always hear is the Down for My Niggas. That's the one. That's the one that's crossover. So yeah, there are some like transitional songs that I use in between those to like kind of bridge the gap.
Yeah.
So I will say this: I did put ATL versus JB on freeze, but the reason why I did that, for the people that do want to know, I wanted to try to incorporate Snap, because I just learned that. And I'm trying to incorporate a little bit of Cleveland freestyle too.
That'd be
like, I'm trying to like incorporate all that, and I don't want to. I don't know. I feel like all that mixed in a pot, I feel like you can do a lot with
You
that.
do have, but they always say you have to pick your crowd for whatever parties you do, because some styles just don't get along. But I feel like at the skate parties it doesn't matter, so why should it matter at the regular
That's
session?
interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, so what do you feel like, who are the skate styles do you feel like that are like kind of like who clash?
I guess this is a good question for both of us. So I can tell you who gets along and who clashes. So I feel like anything JB and Snap gets along, because the music is very similar. I feel like ATL and JB can mesh because they'll both keep the outside moving. And that's a big thing. You got to keep the outside moving. For clashing, I feel like Ohio is going to clash anything. Ohio is going to clash anything.
Really?
Because Ohio, and I only learned this from skate events, Ohio likes when they're in a group, when they have a group of them, they like to hog the outside. And they really, I'm not going to tell y'all where y'all need to be, because y'all can do what y'all want, y'all grown. But y'all really should be like in the middle, hogging up the middle. They like to hog up. They say, "Fuck it, we gonna hog up the outside." And the JBers don't like that. The Snappers don't like that. The ATLers don't like that. So they clash with everybody, but we love them still. Also, House and JB always clashes.
Oh, that's always gonna clash.
House of the Bougies. I think they're both bougie, and they both feel like they deserve all the space in the world. However, there are crossover JB and house music songs, and it's very capable for us all to skate in the area. But when you have one of too much, that's when it gets crazy.
Yeah. No, definitely JB and house are like definitely
and ATL in house, because it forces the house people to stay in the middle.
Yeah.
And it forces that, like, they can work.
So those have to do with tempo.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah.
It's not the space.
Mhm.
They know how to stay out of each other's way.
Yeah.
But it's the music that gets in the way.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I don't
for
know
sure.
who else would clash. Who else is like would clash? Do you think that I haven't thought of already?
That
Are we
would
missing
clash?
anybody?
I feel like Cali just be like with
They do
everyone.
what
They
the fuck they
be
want.
doing what
Yeah.
they want to
They
do.
just
Like
slide,
they be telling, they
They
be
should be
vibing.
sliding.
They do
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
they want.
Yeah.
I don't know, and we didn't bring up Detroit at all, but we don't have a lot of Detroit skaters.
I'm
Yeah.
still trying to learn Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm just like picking them up.
Their music, okay, so if you want to talk about ones that get along, House and Detroit gets along
Mhm.
really
I
well.
can see that.
Because
Yeah.
they both pivot, and Detroit knows how to stay kind of in the middle and do all those kicks.
Mhm.
But Detroit's music is old school house music. Before there was house music is from disco. So
Mhm.
if you know anything about disco, all the disco has turned into house music. That's how the evolution. Well, I'm from New York, so that's how the evolution of it kind of went. And Chicago knows that too, because Chicago has house music too. So they kind of would get along.
Okay.
Really well. I don't know. Are we missing any
Shout
skaters?
out.
Yeah, shout out, right.
Oh yeah.
The
No,
more
I'll be
you
on
know.
it. I'll be on it.
I see.
Y'all
Shout
might
out.
have to get me in the booth for those. Y'all have to get me up there.
Right, I see. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah. I'm thinking, what other styles did we miss though? I don't know any other ones that we missed.
That
Jam
you
skaters
missed?
just
I was gonna
be
say
on their
shuffle
own
skates.
vibe. They
Yeah, I was
be on
gonna say
their own
shuffle
vibe.
skate is yeah. I don't. The only thing I would probably say shuffle skate would probably do good with is probably like fast backwards.
Well, yeah.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Not gonna
Type
lie.
of-
Oh, we didn't bring up Philly. We didn't say anything about the
Yeah.
fast.
What's
So,
Philly
Oh
style?
yeah.
Fast backwards.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
theirs. That's theirs. It's okay.
Right, yeah.
They so they're another one that they kind of clash because they own the outside. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
The outside is theirs. It belongs to them. I don't care what anybody says. So if you're doing, they're gonna clash with JBs. They're gonna ATLers be moving though. Them and ATL might go well together.
Yeah.
So
But the music
okay.
won't.
So with Philly, is that like, are they always in that high tempo, or do they have any
Yes.
low tempo? Oh, okay.
No. Oh, they're low. Okay, so people don't know this either. This has to do with like skate history. ATL, I'm gonna get on y'all ass a little bit.
Let's
y'all
get it.
ATL stole.
Ooh.
You know that that like slow
Oh yeah.
thing that they do? That's Philly.
Oh, they know that.
Okay.
I think they know that.
Okay, because I don't know.
You know what's crazy about that? For the longest, like before that joint even became popular, shout out to Taz. I'm gonna give Taz his roses.
Okay.
There was a ATL skater. He's like, yeah, he's an OG. He's like an OG. He's like the first person I ever seen do it. I can't say if there's anybody else doing it before him, but I remember seeing him do it. And I remember I asked him. I pulled him to the side one time, and I was like, "Hey, bro, that joint is smooth. What is that joint called?"
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I don't know. We used to call it the little.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. So like once it picked up, I was like, where did this come from? Because it's not like he even really be around here like that. Like he'll come like every so often, but like yeah, no, I don't know. And then it picked up, and come to find out, I forgot how I found out it was from. I think I found out it was from you from Philly. Yeah. And yeah, everybody picked it up.
They call it like keeping the bop alive.
Keep the
It's-
bop alive,
Yeah, you
yeah.
know. So you know.
I hope I don't mess it up. I think they call it the St. Charles Skaters, but shout out to them. I think his name is Million C. I don't know. That's his at. But shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll be making sure. I'll be talking to the Atlanta skaters because before that, I feel like they wasn't really doing the slow
No,
stuff.
they wasn't.
But
Not
once
at
they
all.
discovered the
Mm-mm.
bop,
They-
it was like,
Oh, they
started
eating
eating
it
it
up.
up.
For real.
Atlanta's
you
really
right,
doing
exactly.
that now.
Yeah.
But that would be Philly's slow skate.
Oh,
That's their thing.
So,
Oh.
And then their fast tempo is obviously fast.
So basically, they're just hot and cold. Like, is
Yeah.
it slow or just
or
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
in between.
that dead is how it is though. Cause I had went out there to like one of the sessions,
Mhm.
and man, like
It's
the
like
whole
that.
like the way that we be riding, you know what I'm saying,
Uh-huh.
for the session, like that's how they be doing the fast backwards. I was
Yeah.
like, damn,
They even
I'm
have
out
a
of shape.
bob- They even right.
Trying
They-
to keep up with all that.
They even have
Yeah.
one that's like forward too.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's the same bop, but it's forward.
interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're really, but they're dope. Philly
Yeah.
doesn't get enough credit either.
Salute
I'm
to
not
Philly.
gonna lie. Yeah,
You know,
shout out
love
to
to
Philly.
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
underrated. They don't get enough credit for their skate style, and we all use it. So
Right.
shout out to Philly.
Shout out to Philly
Yeah.
for real.
You
know
have
what
any
I'm
more
saying?
questions for them? You think?
Let me make sure.
Shout out to Yellow
actually-
John. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Yellow John.
For sure. I was wondering. So I know y'all have your own podcast, the TNT
Oh yeah, talk
podcast.
about
Yeah,
that.
tell us
We
more
can
about
do
that.
Yeah, it was really just his idea, and he was like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" I was like, "Sure." And we've been doing it since 21, right?
That's so
21. We on season 5, I think. Yeah,
Damn,
season
we
5.
babies.
So yeah.
We only on season 2.
Hey man,
We just-
shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
Hey, just keep it going. Just consistency. That's all we. That's
So this
yeah.
our little crossover episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to that. Yeah, shout out TNT podcast. Yeah, but
I tune into y'all all the time. I like y'all shit.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we really just a little mom and pop just talking about music, hip hop, a little bit of skate, what we got going on,
Yeah.
you know, that type of deal. And yeah, that's really what we doing.
What about DJing? What about DJing at the strip club? How do you like that?
So what's interesting about DJing at the strip club, I mean, at first when I first started DJing, of course you're like, oh man, you want to be with the girls and all that stuff. I mean, at this point, it's just like,
It's regular.
It's regular. Like,
Yeah.
girls walking around naked and just, it's just, right. We just, Tanaka.
You gotta invite us. I really like the strip club.
Oh, let me
I like
know.
the strip club better than the regular club.
No, I feel that. Like, I feel
they
that.
got
Like-
better food, cheaper.
Oh,
drinks.
let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
The music is good.
In the strip club is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It
Yes.
is.
I
And
would- yeah.
I enjoy it. And they always like some of them have like billiards, like pool and all of that. So
Mhm.
I really do enjoy it. It's like a calm vibe.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
it's very
definitely a
calm.
vibe. Yeah,
So which one do you like better?
we talking about roller skating or the strip club?
DJing for skating or DJing at the strip club?
I will say, truthfully, and I'm not just saying this because I'm on a team. I'm on a podcast for skating. I feel like I'd say skating.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is y'all think y'all community is toxic.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Oh,
the strip club.
Yeah.
Oh, it's yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand these are like girls in like their 20s, 30s. There's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Like there doesn't really have to be alcohol in the skate world. That's kind of like y'all choice.
It's a
If y'all
choice,
want to do
yeah.
it, yeah. If y'all want to do it, cool. But it's a lot of girls with a lot of mental issues and
Yeah.
you know, alcohol, drugs, and men
Yeah.
trying to take advantage of them. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of different shit they got going on mentally. So you know, yeah, it's a lot of toxic shit going on in there. But yeah, shout out to the strip club. Shout out to Go Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any final words? Because I know you got to get ready to set up soon, Tanaka. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. But is there any final words y'all want to give to the podcast before we get out of here?
So man, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for
Aw,
taking the
thank
time,
you.
to shine a light on us. We appreciate all the skaters. We appreciate the love, the support. You know, salute to all the fellow DJs in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying, and elsewhere. Keep making the world move. You
Yeah.
dig? Stay on them eights. Stay exercising. All the skaters doing y'all thing,
Yeah.
and we'll see y'all at Nice Slow Fire.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all nice Slow 5. Like I said, shout out. Like he said, shout out to all the DJs. Shout out to all the skaters. Appreciate y'all for embracing me for being a non-skater because
Oh,
I don't
please.
skate at all. Like I maybe skate, like I said, like the Olympics. You might catch me. I'm low key like a leprechaun. Like if you see me and catch me on the stage,
Leprechaun is
it's something
crazy.
crazy. But yeah, nah. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for embracing me for. It's been a long time. I'll just say that. Shout out to y'all. Shout out
Y'all
to y'all.
got the thank you. Y'all got the North on lock.
On the Nawf got Diego.
So we
Yeah.
appreciate y'all. We've been watching y'all grow. Y'all been watching us grow. So hopefully we can continue to be a part of each other's journey and we'll all grow
Absolutely.
together. And thank you for being on our show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chris, you want to say anything?
I've been wanting to do this interview for a while. Like, because I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like y'all so underappreciated, and you know, I want to like show y'all love for real, you know.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's love. I appreciate
And that's
that.
coming from someone who really started skating with y'all as my DJs for real. So
Yes.
like, it's like really nice to see y'all grow, you know.
I appreciate that.
We're looking forward to see y'all
Right.
nice and slow.
Yep. See y'all nice and slow.
Nice and slow.
Yo, bye.
Fernando.
Bye.